Hey guys, and welcome back. It's been about maybe 4.5 months since this graft here was grafted, and it's been about a month since I last update you guys. So here, this is the result of 4.5 months here in SoCal, and this is a red Gaffner. So this Atemoyas here is gonna be red. So isn't that it looks it's different. It's quite different than what I'm used to. Here, this is a Lindstrom. What the regular green turn yellowish when it ripens. Uh, Atemoyas right there. Here, this is a red Gaffner. It's gonna be red. It's gonna be, I think, a little bit burgundy when it ripens. So here, this actually had a lot of buds as well, but I could only set one because this is a graft branch right here for this season. The graft here, the joint here is still new. Right there, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. There it is, right there. So it's looking very good, but I'm still afraid, to set more than just one. But just look at that, beautiful. So very, very uniform looking. It's a Gaffner. The variety is called red Gaffner, but from this perspective here, it doesn't really look like the Gaffner that I'm used to looking at. These spikes here are less prominent versus what the regular Gaffner looks like. We can take a look at that in a little bit here, but just wanted to give you guys an update and show you what you can do in just 4.5 months. 4.5 months, in one season. You can graft this at the beginning of the season and have a brand new variety in your backyard the same season. If it actually, if it sends out buds. So here, this is another graft here. This one is my PPC. The leaves, new growth, looking good, but unfortunately no buds this season yet. I did not want to force it to send out buds. I just want to let it be. If it wants to give me buds, great. If not, I'll let you be. But this is my Lindstrom. This one is a little bit further behind versus my other varieties. This guy here set a little bit later, so not that far along yet. Beautiful. So this variety here is not chewy like the Gaffner and the African Pride, but it tastes really good as well. Very, very sweet if you can get it to get to its maximum size and let it ripen. This one is the most further is along right here. Not too bad. The size of a 2 golf balls, not yet a tennis ball, or not yet a baseball. Wait, yeah, too small for a baseball. But I do have fruit set at different stages here. So some of these were set later, some were set a little bit earlier, but overall the tree is looking very healthy, like always. My Atemoyas are always healthy back here. Very, very easy, low maintenance in my in my opinion. All you have to do is prune it at the beginning of the season. If it gets too bushy mid-season, prune it one more time like I did. So this is my Lindstrom. Let's go over and look at my Gaffner and my African Pride. Let's go look at the African Pride first. So this right here, this is my African Pride. This is a little bit further along. These guys were set pretty much at the beginning of the season, and the end of June, early July. So these guys were set quite early, and these guys here make it all the way to Lunar or Vietnamese New Year. That's when you harvest these guys here and give them away. or enjoy yourself. But but these guys here, you can really set a lot. Look at that, lots. Three amigos. Beautiful, nicely shaped. I actually aborted a few already because it didn't look good. It was misshaped. So therefore they're not gonna develop into its full potential, and then even if it does get big and ripen, it won't look good. So here some of these guys here will pollinate it a little bit later in the season to extend my season. Up here I had a red Gaffner graft right here, but it did not take. So these guys here, I tried to prune these bags, and the buds came out, but it was late in the season, and I couldn't match up the timing with the male and female, and then I got too busy, so did not have time to really try to set things where I wanted. There was one right here that I really wanted to set, but I just could not get pollen for when that thing bloomed. So there's one right here. Beautiful, right? So this guy here can get about 5, 6 times this size. So it gets big later in the season. In January, that's when it's gonna be really big. Yeah, but I really wanted to set one here, but unfortunately I couldn't time it right, or just was not unlucky. So here's one that was set later, a little bit late. Still there, still alive. So this guy here will probably be ready, if it does get ready, April-ish time frame. So you can extend the season by pollinate things a little bit later. But this guy here will probably get big fast. I do have a scale issue here, problem in my yard. I've been spraying neem oil on these guys here once a week, so that should help. It shouldn't. They said it can't get rid of the mature scales where it already hardened, but the babies, it can get it. So hopefully, preventive care. So here, this one here, these are my Gaffner. So I showed you guys earlier the red Gaffner. This is the regular Gaffner. You can see all the spikes are a little bit more prominent. Looks like a porcupine. So this year here, I did not have enough buds that came out at the right time to get pollinated, so I'm a little bit behind on the number of fruits. But that's okay, you don't really need that many. So here, this one is another graft. This one here, this is the graft joint here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. It's quite early in the day. Sun is not yet out, so a little bit dim. There, that's the graft joint. Not too shabby. This variety here, this is the Lisa. So this guy here is gonna be big. So I kind of I kind of set it so it lays on the branch, and hopefully it's close enough to the graft joint here, and hopefully this guy would thicken up a little bit, and this would distribute the weight a little bit along here, versus if I let it hang, it would be all right here. So I'm thinking ahead to try to keep this guy in place and not snap that joint. And also this branch here just came out here, so I may just tie it into here. We'll see what happens, but I am determined to get this guy to when it's ripened and enjoy it. My Lisa, beautiful, compared to the Gaffner, different, right? Lisa, Gaffner. So this guy actually sends out some lots of bud. This is like sucking a third flush of buds that came out. So some more Gaffners. Some of these guys were set later as well. Beautiful. So I think the Gaffners are really beautiful. The African Pride is good for, tastes really good. But it's very good to ship because it does have these spikes. These spikes here can break very easily when it's ripened. So these get soft, and then you put it in the shipping box, and USPS they just throw it or go through the conveyor belt, and it crushes it. But this guy here, this guy's, when they get bigger, these get smooth. The spikes smoothen out. So not too bad if you ship those. Got far away relatives around Lunar New Year, you can ship those easily. Some more Gaffners. There was one Gaffner right here that I set. It was a good location. I think maybe right here, but it didn't look good. It looked deformed, misshaped, so I took it away. I aborted that. Some more buds, but right now it's later in the season, the end of September, so I'm not sure if they will set if I pollinate them. It's a little bit too late in the season, and even if they do, it may abort. It may abort. So I don't really pay attention to the buds now at this this point in the season. Here is another one. This one is my unknown variety. It is a grafted. I think let's see, where's the graft at? This one is grafted, so you can't see it. I think this is 2 or 3 season in right there. Very much flushed and part of the tree. So this tree here has 3 varieties. My unknown variety, my Lisa right there, and then itself the Gaffner, and then the rootstock is something else. So 4 varieties, but 3 varieties all working. So some more right here. See, I do have a scale problem, but that's okay. Neem oil is here. Hopefully that's gonna help. There it is. I do have another tree, the unknown variety, on the other side of the house, but that one is really far behind. And I did not have enough buds this year as well. So it is quite important, even if you're really good at what you do with your Atemoyas, and you're like, same as last year, and you don't have to take care of it much. At the beginning of the season, you want to fertilize it right, before spring hits. Fertilize it, high concentration of potassium or whatever for the buds, and then make sure you water them at least once a week, or even twice a week, like water, so you can work the fertilizer in. If you have compost, then you don't really need it, because it's in the soil. You dug it up, it is in the soil. But if you don't, if you use synthetic fertilizer like I do here, like you can still see the grains right there. You have to water it to work it into the soil. And I did not do that this season. Therefore, the tree did not have enough nutrient at the beginning of the season. So the buds, the number of buds that came out did not, it wasn't that many. So these guys here, I worked really hard to set them, and I had to use the first season where I had to use a pollinated female. Once the male pollen activate, I used that to pollinate the next one. So I was really desperate this season compared to the other season, where I just had an abundance of buds, and use it at my disposal. So I work really hard for these guys here. But yeah, they're looking good. Very beautiful. This one is really good. This guy's gonna be really big. It's gonna be like this. And this branch here, close to the main body, it's tough. It should be able to hold all of that. And then one more right here, 2 more right here. I'm really pushing it, but hey, it's okay. It's gonna work out. Hopefully. All right, guys, an update on the Atemoyas. Here late in September. Fall is almost here, or here already. I'm not sure what the date is for the first day of fall here in the US, but things are looking good. I think the tree overall has gotten a little bit bigger. the rootstock is definitely bigger. So I'm waiting for this guy here to be, you know, 2-3 times this size, and maybe another 5 or 10 years. But this thing here is still flimsy, still being supported with this guy right here. Over here, this guy's, you know, same age, getting thicker, but still very flimsy. I had to hold it up with that right there. I had to tie it to my whatever porch right here. But things are looking good. These trees here will last me for, I don't know, maybe another 10, 15, 20 years. And yeah, but these guys here will probably have to be pruned back, keeping this size here. My lychee is gonna flourish next season, and whenever it gets big, it's gonna take over this area. And then, you know, I love lychee, so he's gonna get priority right there, or she's gonna get priority over these guys here. All right, that's it, guys. If you would like to follow me, stay up to date with me, check up on my garden here and there, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a good day.